Hi, Kinka Synth DIY guy here. Welcome to this video, which is a demo for the Dannysound Looping voltage-controlled attack, decay, sustain, release envelope generator, which is probably one of the longest module names I've ever seen. It's mostly acronyms. Anyway, you might have already seen the demo I did for the multi-mode ladder filter, also by Dannysound, and look how nice they go together. I think they were designed really to look like even just a single module. A filter with its own envelope generator with voltage control over each of the stages, right? So attack, decay, sustain, level, of course, that's not time, release, and you get an overall level control over here too, which can be cool for example, velocity, right? This envelope generator also has a looping mode, right? And a gated looping mode. Check out how snappy this thing is. Not even using a VCA. There's the sustain level, right? And you get that nice long release if you want. Right? Very nice. So that's just the attack, decay, sustain, release envelope generator. Now the fun begins when you start modulating stuff. So why don't we do that? Right? So I'm going to just play a sequence, or record a sequence rather, and just start from a new one, start fresh. So yeah, let's make that attack a little bit slower to get that little wah sound. Now, why don't I connect my joystick? Alright, so let's control the release with the joystick. Short release, right? And here we have long release. I can do that with decay too. So I can make the sequence a lot more interesting by varying that decay. So let me record this joystick movement. Now I can also vary the volume. And we can use a random voltage for that. So I can just sort of tap a tempo here in the Kermit. We'll choose tempo random output out of number letter A here. Oh, and why don't we put it on gated repeat? And of course it will vary, that ratcheting effect will vary because the decay varies, right? In fact, let's take off the trigger for a second. We just put it on repeat here. And we'll remove the CV here. The length of our LFO now, because I guess you can, once this is looping, it's pretty much an LFO. It's a 4-stage LFO that you can sort of like draw the waves, right? And the time is totally dependent on the combined time settings of the envelope itself, right? So you make it go faster or slower by turning up and down each one of these. So of course that'll also be affected by any CV that you send it. And in the gated mode, it'll wait for a gate. So we can plug that gate back in. So on these longer held notes, we hear this kind of ratcheting. Now I'm going to send the random voltage to the overall level CV input here. Let's see what happens. There we go. Now what about this random voltage on something else, like release? We'll stop the ratcheting for now. Or maybe sustain rather. So random voltage in the sustain. Alright, and we'll leave a longer release and then we'll really hear it. So whenever sustain is high, we get more of that release. Now we'll use an LFO from the Kermit. Cool, it's like choking it whenever the LFO goes negative. Now send another LFO to the overall level. Of course, that's affecting the filter right now, not amplitude. Very cool. I love the combo. I keep them together. For me, this is a filter with an envelope generator. But of course, you can use the envelope for many other things. Percussive, you can use it for pitch for percussion. In fact, we can try that right now if we just turn down the input here and turn up the resonance. Let's remove the volt control over the level. And let's put it in gated mode here. So now it's just controlling that filter as if it were a percussion instrument. So we're controlling the decay with the joystick and the release with the random voltage. Let's see about the sustain maybe. Interesting. And that's with an LFO, right? Actually, the random voltage is here. I'll control the attack with that one. Cool. So now it's a good way to do like these R2D2 chirps, right? Automate that envelope generator. Cool. This sounds nice with some spring reverb. In fact, that's easy enough to patch in. I have a spring reverb right in this case, so there you go. And this envelope generator is based on a digital chip, but man, is it fast and snappy. We're talking about 1-2 milliseconds here. Nice old school chirping effects. That gated looping really makes for some interesting effects. Leave it in all the time too. It's also cool. Super nice. So yeah, I'm gonna keep on playing with it and having fun here. Hope you liked the video. If you did, hit like, subscribe. Go get yourself one of these kits at Thonk. Thanks Thonk for sponsoring the video. And I'll see you all soon, and stay noisy.